Hello. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hello. Pero será muy tarde y vas a llorar por una muerte, no pases a olvidar y nadie sabrá sobre todas las cosas que yo te decía. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Guys, couple of minutes. We're just waiting for a few more people to sign in, and then we're gonna get it started. But in the meantime, guys, please say hello to one another. It's Halloween. So make sure you wish a happy Halloween to each other. And we're going to start very, very soon. Just a few more minutes. In the meantime, music. Y vas a llorar porque tu amiga más quise enojarle. Te vas a acordar de todas nuestras travesuras, pero será muy tarde. Y vas a llorar por una como este, no fácil se olvida. Y nadie sabrá sobre todas las cosas que yo te decía. Pero cuando entregar mi corazón, a ti tú lo que decías. Alrighty, okay, we're gonna gently start it, and then for those who are late, well, they're gonna join in late. Now, first of all, thank you guys, whoever is commenting on my look. It's Halloween, and I live in London. For those who are not from London or not from UK, we have a bit of restriction situation going on here because of Corona, but I thought, why not to dress up anyway? And to be honest, guys, one of the reasons I'm dressed up now, well, besides the Halloween, is because I actually had a private class with some of my students from Ireland, and we were having private class, I think it was Thursday, and they dressed up for me as a Halloween surprise. And I thought, what a wonderful thing. It was just a private class, just the three of us, and they dressed up for Halloween to cheer me up. And you know, when people say, oh, Rasa, you're such an inspiration, how do you do it, how you keep positive? I have so many wonderful people around me. They're doing these wonderful things for me, lifting my spirits up. So, you know, I thought, it's Halloween, whether you're celebrating or not, whatever the situation you're in, I'm dressing up. We are doing this now while learning salsa on 2. How about that? So I sending the love to you that I receive from other people as well. So we're just sharing love. It basically is back and forth, back and forth. Anywho, who do I need to say hello to? Victoria is here, Mary Lou is here, Yelena is here. We have Ortendo, Andrea. So many people are here. Lovely to see you all. And I see a few already donations from Ortendo and Mary Lou. Guys, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Marisa is here. Hi. All right. So guys, what are we doing today? We have On2 introduction. Introduction means that basically we're going to try and get to know the On2 rhythm more than just learning some complicated combinations that we would do normally on 1. Now, we're going to start with some basic steps, and as I say, really get to know the rhythm. And then in the end of the class, I actually going to give you a combination that is not complicated with the steps, but it's a little bit more intricate with the rhythm, just to throw you off your game. Because On2 does feel very, very alien when you just started. So we're going to start with the basics, and I think you're going to feel more comfortable. But then when the rhythms start messing up in the routine, we'll see whether you can cope with it, and it will give you an opportunity to get to know how comfortable you are with On2. So we're going to start with basics. Don't worry, in the end, there's going to be something a little bit more interesting. Oh, Marisa is already donating as well. Thank you, my sweetie. Thank you so much. Nina is here. Hello, darling. Anne Marie. Oh, you love my makeup? Thank you so much. Happy Halloween. All right, guys, let's get it started, okay? So, no warm up necessary. We're going to immediately go into our basic steps, okay? And bear with it. Just be kind to yourself. You're learning a new rhythm. It's going to throw you a little bit, but it's going to be okay. If you've done On2 before, think about it as an awesome practice. Stay positive. Keep it going. Now, one thing I'm going to say before we start, we're going to start On2 footwork by going forward. You will see what I mean in a second. But what an interesting thing it is, when you're doing salsa on one, the salsa that we usually dance, me and you together, usually salsa on one, when you're learning footwork, women and men, followers and leaders, we all start on the left foot when we do the footwork. In a partner work, ladies then have to readapt, and then the followers end up dancing on the first beat on the right foot and the guys on the left, right? But when we're learning footwork, it's always both of us on the left foot. Now, in On2 is the opposite. All of the footwork starts on the female followers timing. And then once the partner work starts, the leaders have to readapt by going backwards, and the followers remain going forwards as we're going to do the footwork. So in On2 footwork, male, you have to do it in ladies timing. And now you will know what it feels like for us followers, always learning the steps on the opposite leg, you know? So this is what's going to happen right now. Oh, Jim Davis is here. Hey, there you go. Some makeup. But guys, Jim says just for the makeup. Not just for the makeup. Learn something, man. Okay? Join in the class. All right, so let me set up my camera now so you can see my full body. A little bit too low. Almost there. It's always a situation with the camera. Guys, one day when I have a big house and a big space, we're not going to have this problem. Oh, one day. One day. Oh, come on. All right. Almost there. Almost there, guys. Be patient with me. And we're going to get it started. Yeah, guys, Jim is donating money. Thank you, sweetie. You're donating money because I look desperate with my camera, don't I? Oh, thank you. Everybody's complimenting my outfit. I swear to God, this is like a disaster. All right. So this should be definitely better. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so guys, On2 salsa, right? It's a different rhythm. So when we do salsa on one, let me open my legs a little bit for you. When we do salsa on one, we usually start on our left foot to do the footwork, and we go 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, and 7. That is our normal basic. And then ladies, when you readapt to the partner work, you usually go 1, 2, 3 on your right, 5, 6, and 7. Now, On2 footwork for both leaders and female starts on your right foot going forward. But that forward step, the first forward step, is a preparation to actually do footwork on your left and then back on the right. So ultimately, you still end up dancing forward on the left and then back on the right. So don't get confused with that extra forward step that we're going to do. It's literally a preparation to dance on two, right? So you're going to start with your right foot. You're going to step a small step forward, and that is the preparation to start your basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. But now it's going to be 2, right? So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So now your forward step on the left is going to be on 2, and your back step on your right is going to be on 6. So once again, we start on the right foot and we're stepping forward. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Does that make sense to you? So now, guys, the rhythm becomes a little bit, a lot of people say when you dance on 2, it seems slower than dancing on 1. Technically, it's not slower, but it does seem that way because the transitioning is a little bit slower. But in the end, the rhythms are still the same. Does that make sense? So when you start your rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. There's that transition, right? So one more time. We start on the right foot, we step forward, and then immediately into the basic. Forward, basic step, and stepping back, and stepping forward, and stepping back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now, a lot of people teach different kind of things, and sometimes the people who dance on 2 mixes with people who dance on 1, and it becomes a different situation. But you might see a lot of the time people stepping on the spot on 1 before they go on 2. But a lot of the time in a partner work, you need that forward step to be a little bit bigger. So I recommend to get used to how it would be in a partner work. So to take that step forward just a tiny bit bigger rather than just on the spot. So it's forward, forward, and step back. Make sense? So one more time. Facing this way. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and stop. Guys, how's it feeling? Remember, all of the time you need to communicate with me because we're going to be gently progressing. So if anything is not clear and you want to do it again, just leave it in the comments, okay? But now, just to show you, we're not going to stay doing it on the leaders timing because it would be unproductive to keep going backwards and forward. But just for you to know, leaders, if you would be dancing in the partner work and not just doing footwork, you would be starting with your right foot, but you would be starting by going backwards. Yes? So you would be going on your left foot, 1, 2, 3. So you would be going backwards on 2 and then forwards on 6. So on your left foot in a partner work, it would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The opposite leg, right? It's kind of the same as on 1. You just have that extra preparation 1 to get rid of it to start dancing on 2. So one more time in a partner work for you would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. That's basically what happens in a partner work for you. But now we're sticking with the forward because the footwork is for both the same. So now we're going to do exactly the same, but now we're going to do a side step. So we're going to start with the basic step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1 on the spot now next to your foot, and we're going into the side step. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And as you want to go back into the basic, you need to remember to step forward. Forward. 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? One more time. Starting with the basic. Forward as a preparation. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1. One more time, okay? Just getting used to it. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, basic, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1. Exactly the same thing. We're going to do a back step. Again, similar principle. We start with the basic step, and then we're going immediately into the back step. So starting with the basic on 1 and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1 on the spot again. Now stepping back. 2, 3, stepping back. 6, 7, stepping back. 2, 3, stepping back. 6, 7, basic step forward. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. One more time, one more time. It's all about that preparation, right? 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, stepping back. 6, 7, together. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, basic. 6, 7, forward. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. How's it feeling, guys, so far? Sorry, Rasa, it's just for the leaders to be clear. Going back on 2 compared to leaders going forward on 1 when dancing on 1. Exactly. That is exactly correct, Sal. On 2 in a partner work, you're going to go back on your left and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. So your 2 is going to be on your right foot, but you start by going back on your left foot. So that's exactly correct, Sal. In a partner work, you start going backwards and then ladies start going forwards, the opposite than on 1. And you get that extra step to prepare to go into your basic. Andre is good, excellent. Anybody else is good, or the rest of you like, look, I have a little spider as well. All right, guys, we're going to do one more time, but let's do it as a little bit of a combo, okay? So we're going to start with 1 basic, then immediately go into the side step, 1 basic, back step, okay? And just continue a couple of times. 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, to the side. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, basic step. 1, 2, 3, 5, stepping back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, basic, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, basic. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, stepping back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Are we okay? This is kind of like our basic steps. Guys, if you are okay, give me a little thumbs up, all right? Give me a sign that we can move on, because when you don't speak, I panic, right? So just let me know you're okay. So now, one more step we're going to do now is our right 10. A normal basic right 10. So when we do our right 10, we start with the left foot and we're going 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7. The footwork is exactly the same. So when you're now doing on 2, it's just a different rhythm. So I'm going to start with my basic. Watch once. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. I start my 10 on 2. 2, 3, finish. 5, 6, 7, 1 is your basic. Okay? One more time. 1 basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Step forward on 1. 1. You got rid of the 1. Now you're turning on 2, 3 to the right. 2, 3, finishing the turn. 5, ready to step. 6, 7, 1. Okay, so when you're turning, your footwork is the same. It's still going to be left, right, left, like a normal turn, but it's different rhythm, so it feels different, right? So when you're turning on your left, you're turning on your left, you're turning on your right, and then you're finishing on 5, ready to go 6, 7 into your basic, stepping backwards. Yelena is good, Andre is good, fantastic. So one more time, turning to the right. First, 1 basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 2, 3, finish. 5, 6, 7, 1. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Here we go again. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. How's it feeling? The 10, is it okay for you guys? So now we're going to combine. Good, Victoria is good. Fantastic. We're going to combine all of these basics together. Now, as I say, as these steps go, they're very, very, very easy. But what I really want you to know, to get through these steps is an actual rhythm of On2. So what we're going to do is one rehearsal just to practice all of the steps. And then I want to play a song. And I want to dance the whole song for you to hear the On2. Try to feel the On2 while you're doing the basic steps. Because when you start doing more complicated steps and you're not really comfortable with the rhythm, that's when it gets really confusing. Okay? So one dress rehearsal. We start with the basic. 5, 6, 7. Basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Basic. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Stepping back. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5. Basic. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Turning. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1. Let's try it. Let's give it a go. We're going to have a nice song, and then if you feel comfortable, we're going to start doing a little bit more interesting stuff. Oh, Sal, thank you. Let me give you a full heart. Thank you so much, darling, for your donation. All right, let's go with the music. Nice and easy. You can hear all of the instruments. So let's get into the rhythm. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7.
Quédame a tu lado, donde Dios fue el resultado.
Keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7.
Puedes darte cuenta que perdió más de la cuenta.
6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Side. 2, 3, 6, 7.
Para cantar desilusión, el mundo te ha enseñado. Si esto fuera un juego, la vista por lo menos regalarme un corazón sincero. Y siempre
1, 2, 3, basic.
que lastimó mi corazón y no fui yo el primero. Te amaba en verdad.
6, 7.
Cada solo de sentimiento en mi tu padre sofocárame.
Ready?
Vuelvo a
2, 3,
respirar.
slow. 6, 7.
Haces aquí a toda tu maldad y no por reemplazarte.
One more time. Ready?
Mira y
2,
imaginar.
3, 6, 7.
Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte.
To the side.
Pero ¿qué es lo que vamos a hacer?
6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. Stop.
Si
Basic.
esto fue un
1,
juego,
6, 7.
la vista por lo menos
Stepping back.
lo que deseo. Y siempre fuiste tú.
6, 7.
Que lastimó mi corazón y no fui yo el primero. Te amaba en verdad. Cada solo de sentimiento en mi cuerpo provocárame. Hoy vuelvo a respirar.
6, 7.
Gracias a ti, a toda tu maldad, pues no por reemplazarte.
Ready?
Iba a imaginar. Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte.
6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. Side. Basic. 1, 6, 7.
Gracias a ti, a toda tu maldad, pues no por reemplazarte.
Stepping back.
Iba a imaginar.
6, seven.
Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte. Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte.
Basic.
Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte.
20.
Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte.
How are we feeling, guys? I need you to communicate with me. Give me thumbs up if you're doing okay, or let me know whether it feels weird for you, or do you feel like, okay, I think on two, I've got it. The rhythm is okay. And I want to show you, of course, few more other things. Hortente is doing good. Excellent. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I need a little bit more, please. All right, guys, we're going to actually do now one more step that rhythmically is not really complicated, but sometimes it throws us off. So watch it once. I'm going to start with my right 10. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 3. Now, this step we have done before for those who are regulars. If you haven't done it, don't worry, it's not that complicated. All that's happening when I'm stepping on one on the spot, my other leg, my left leg, is going to go behind and behind. I go behind and behind. I'm kind of like a little bit traveling. I'm going 2, 3, 6, 7, and 2, 3, 6, 7, and 2, 3, 6, 7, and 2, 3. So basically, if you would be going on one, you would be going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, right? You're going behind and in front, behind and in front. As in traveling in front, but the leg stays behind. Behind, stays behind, behind. We constantly stepping behind and stepping behind. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But now, rhythmically, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. Now, the step itself is kind of the same and rhythmically might seem the same, but the way we come out of it is going to be a little bit tricky. Let me see what's happening here. Okay, but sometimes get caught in the musicality of dancing on two. Yeah, that could be, Sal, yes. The mind, when we used to certain rhythms, the mind sometimes starts playing tricks on us. So it does take time to get used to it. Yelena, it does seem, you see, remember when I just said actually that people say that it seems when you're dancing on two is slower, the tense? You're absolutely correct. It does seem like there's less time, but you have enough time. You're just pivoting on a different number. But it does seem like this is slower. But when you're turning 2, 3, on 3, you should already be almost there. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So technically, there is nothing different than dancing on one with that right hand. Like, literally, besides the fact that you just took a little step forward before you step forward into your 10. But you're still going 2 steps to go all the way around. The third one is to collect the leg, and then you're going into the back basic. So it's just a mind game, but technically, it's exactly the same. So let's get back to this other step, all right? So we're going to start with our right 10, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, finish, 5, 6, 7. Now on 1, stepping on the spot. 1, crossing behind. 2, 3, 5 on the spot. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5. 6, 7, 1. Now, once you want to finish it, on 1, you're in this position. So what we're going to do actually on 1, we're going to shift our weight on the right leg because that's our 1. And then we're going to come back in 2, 3. So now, instead of stepping forward, 2, 3. We actually just gonna transfer the weight. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. So this is why I wanted to show you this step, because it places you in a position where you still need to keep the 1, 2, and 3, but you don't necessarily need to step forward. It's all about transitioning 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, rather than stepping forward necessarily. The most important thing is that you transition into on 2, not that you're stepping forward. All right, one more time. Turning first. 5, 6, 7, turning. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now we go. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5. Basic step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. That's our ending, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. One more time. Into the 10. 5, 6, 7. Turning. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5. Basic transition. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. How's it feeling? Are we getting this? Let's do it a couple more times, but just a little bit faster, okay? 5, 6, 7. We turning. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Basic 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1. Kind of, sort of, maybe. It's a little bit strange, isn't it, that those kind of transitions, but once you get used to it, it kind of seems normal, but in the beginning, for sure. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5. Keep going. 7. 1, 2, 3. Basic 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Do you think we can try and combine it with our basic steps and try with music? I want to play more music today because today is not about learning steps. It's actually learning onto rhythm. And without hearing the rhythm, how are we going to learn the rhythm, right? But it's just understanding that there's transition into onto, whether you're stepping forward 2, 3, or whether you're going transition 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. It's just getting used to those transitions. Let's try from the top, okay? So we have our basics, we have the side step, the back step, we have a right turn, and then from the right turn, immediately, we're gonna go into our back crosses. Good luck. That's all I have to say to you. Good luck, good luck, good luck. All right, same song for you to get used to. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, we go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7.
Siento decirte que al final solo funcionado.
Basic.
Puedes darte cuenta que perdió más de la cuenta. Fuiste tú, te quedas sin amor, si es que sientes su ausencia.
Stepping back.
Tienes que mi corazón
2, 3, 6, 7.
para cantar desilusión, el que te he enseñado. Si esto fuera un juego,
alright, this time, turning. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 1, 5, 1, 5. Basic. 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. One more time, turning.
Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte.
Basic. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Ready to start?
Si esto fue un
1,
juego,
6, 7,
me viste por lo
2, 3,
menos regalando un
6, 7.
corazón de acero y siempre fuiste tú.
To the side.
Que lastimó mi corazón y no fui yo el primero. Ya nada es de verdad. Cada solo de sentimiento en mi vida provocárame. Hoy vuelvo a respirar. Gracias a ti, a toda tu maldad, no logro reemplazarte. ¿Quién iba a imaginar? Necesito otras caricias para olvidarte.
Jenny, let's go. Cross.
Hoy vuelvo a respirar.
6, 7.
Gracias a ti, a toda tu maldad, no logro reemplazarte. ¿Quién iba a imaginar?
One more time, Jenny.
Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte. Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte.
Basic.
Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte. Necesitaba otras
Side
caricias
step.
para olvidarte.
All right, guys, how are we feeling? Are you getting a little bit more comfortable with the transitions? It's hard for me to see the difference, making the same counting in my mind. Maybe it's not connecting with the music. Very, very possible, Victoria. We're going to do a few more times, don't worry. But what can I say about On2? For me, I've always been an On1 girl. I started my experience with On1, and then I decided to learn On2. And then my first ever dance partner was an On2 expert. And he said he would never dance anything else with me but On2. So I was like, all right. So I've learned On2, but I swear you not, the On2, for me to dance it, I was able to do it pretty quickly. To hear it, it took me forever. Every time the guy would let go of me to do some styling, I would immediately go footwork on 1. Then the guy gets me back into partner work. I come back into my rhythm for the partner work, no problem. The guy lets go of me, footwork on 1, you know? And that was for a really, really long time until I start not only hearing what I'm dancing on, but feeling like those two things. First, you need to hear it, but then you got to feel it. So it might take a little while, Victoria. It definitely took a little while for me. So just bear with it, you know, try to really focus, try to listen to where you're actually stepping on. And at some point you will feel like it happens. Now, we're going to do some more stuff, but just one more very quick thing I want to say. Knowing On2, hearing On2, and feeling that you're dancing On2 doesn't mean that that's going to be your preference. Some people prefer dancing On2. Some people prefer dancing on 1, even when they know On2. So you will hear some people saying that On2 is better or whatever. That's an elitist thing to say. I know On2 and I prefer to dance on 1. It's what I feel more. Sometimes some songs, now that I know and I feel On2, some songs it seems more natural to dance On2 naturally, but that's like minority for me. I still choose to dance On2. But I love to know everything because, as I say, you go to different countries, you dance with different people. You want to be able to express yourself no matter what. You want to be able to understand where things coming from and how to dance those things because it's kind of, it all melts together. Everybody's dancing together. But I prefer on 1, and I'm always vocal about it, and I know how to dance on 2. It's just I feel on 1 more because it's the natural beat, it's the most obvious beat. On 2 is in between the beat. So it's slightly a different feel. That's why it doesn't hit you as hard immediately, because it's an in between the beat rather than an obvious beat that immediately hits you. That's why. So just be patient. Is the last track one would naturally dance On2 too? A lot of On2 dancers dance to this track On2 for sure. But also this track is very clean. That means you can hear his vocal and instrument very clear. There's not a lot of noise, so you can focus easily. A lot of the times, if I would play a track for you that is a little bit more complex, it's like madness. We can barely hear anything because there's so many instruments. But this track is more clean, so it's actually easier to dance On2, I believe. Yeah, Andrea, there you go. But it's all about getting used to it. And as I say, it's not just knowing how to, but getting a feel of it and understanding it. But we start with understanding the technique, knowing how to do it, and then the other things will come. Yeah? Benjamin, thank you for your donation, darling. All right, one more thing now I'm going to show you. I showed you how to start your On2 experience, and you can do that On2 preparation into the basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, Susie Q, 5, 6, 7. Any basic step that you know on 1, transitioning the same way on 2, just like we did. I also showed you how you could be in some sort of weird position, and when you need to come back into the basic, you need to just shift 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You could be here 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So transitioning happens sometime. And now what we're going to do is actually changing rhythms. All right. So completely confuse you and then hopefully bring you back home. So now watch. In general, we would be going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. But now what's going to happen? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to be stepping through numbers, right? It's going to start normal, then it's going to speed up in the syncopation situation, like every single beat. And then we're going to have a little styling effect before we're going to step forward on 1. And that will be really putting you to the test way that you can hear on 2. So we're going to start with a side cross. Starting on the beat 1, then going to the side on 2, 2, 3, crossing over 5. Yes? Then continue for now the same step to the other side. 6, 7, crossing over 8. Yes? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Sorry. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Right? So basically you're doing your side cross. That's your step. One more time. Starting on the spot on 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. So that is your side cross. But now we're doing only half of it. The other half is also side cross, but instead of pausing, we're going to take every single step. So it's going to be quicker. So watch, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? So instead of going step, step, and it's going to be step, 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 step. Every single beat, no pauses in between. Okay? So we start with the first normal. 1, 2, 3, 5. Now we go 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Again. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Again, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Kind of, sort of, maybe? I see some comments. I'm worried about you. Thank you, Rasa, for the explanation. Oh, Lydia, my pleasure. Yeah, everybody says On2 is better. Not necessarily. It's better what you think is better, you know? We dance whatever we feel. I don't understand this better situation. I think, you know, that's why I think it's important to know on one and on two, just so you could say, I prefer this, and not because that's all I know. That's all I'm saying. Keep on searching. That's right, Victoria. Could you show Susie Q, please? Yelena, I'll show Susie Q after we finish with this one. Don't worry. I'll show you the Susie Q again. So we don't end up on one ortendo. We end up on each single beat. It's the same ortendo. If I would be dancing on one and I would be going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and if I would go 1, 2, 3, and then I would go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. So then you could say I'm now dancing on 2. Do you know what I mean? So some combinations, we're dancing in between the beats. So at some point, we're in between the beats. Do you understand? We speed up. That's why we have syncopations. We speed up. We make it slower. We end up on a different leg. We change the leg. In salsa, we mix legs all the time. So at some point, you're going to be dancing with different rhythms. And unless you come back into your own two, nobody will be actually able to tell whether you're dancing on one or on two, if that makes any sense. But we do exactly the same with on one and exactly the same with on two. But we're going to come back on two. So as soon as you're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, we're going to now turn. The legs are crossed. We're going to turn to the right, shifting our weight. And as I'm finishing my turn, my right foot is in front of me. I'm going to take it to the side, bring it back in, and then 1, 2, and 3 is going to be your rhythm. So now with numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, pause, 5, 6, you are here, then 7, 8, bring the leg back, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. You see where I'm going with this? So as you hear 3, slow turn, 5, and then 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. One more time, don't worry, we have time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, pause, 10, leg out, 7, 8, same leg, 1, 2, 3, into the basic. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Does that make sense to you guys? I really hope it does. Is it happening, guys? Are we picking this up? Now, what can I say? First, you're keeping on to your rhythm until here. Then you speed up. Ta, 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 ta. Little pause here. As you finish your 10, you're going to extend, bring it back. Listen for 1, 1, 2, and 3. Now, sometimes if we feel not really confident and we're finishing the 10 and we're not sure when we came here and we did this, whether we are there or not on the right beat, maybe we want too fast, maybe we want too slow. If you're too slow, you skip 2, 3. If you're too fast, wait 1, 2, 3. But that's why we need to hear it. Because we might be turning, you know, the song's going to be faster or slower. We might be turning and we might be off beat, right? Like on a different beat than we thought we will be. So when you do this, if you're too slow, when you turn, you skip 2, 3. If you're too fast, you wait 1, 2, and 3. One more go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, basic, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Guys, who wants to do one more time? If you want to do one more time, just tell me. We're going to do it again. But otherwise, I much rather practice it with the music so you get used to it. Okay? Oh, you like that song? Good. I'm glad. I'm going to play it one more time because I really want you to be comfortable with the music. Guys, let's do it, okay? Let's try with the song. Here we go. Just that beat. Don't worry about anything else. Just that. All right, get yourself ready. We're starting with the basic. 5, 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7. Here we go to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. You there? 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3. Here we go. Have a really good sharp 1. Let's go. 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Y siempre fuiste tú, quien lastimó mi corazón y yo fui yo el primero. Te amaba de verdad. Cada solo de sentimiento en mí tú puedes provocarme. Hoy vuelvo a respirar. Gracias a ti, a toda tu maldad, no logro reemplazarte. ¿Quién iba a imaginar? Let's go. Necesitaba otras caricias para olvidarte. 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7. Pero ¿qué es lo que vamos a hacer? Let's go inside. Si esto fue un juego, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 6, 7. Cada solo de sentimiento en mí tú puedes provocarme. Hoy vuelvo a respirar. Let's go. Gracias a ti, a toda tu maldad, no logro reemplazarte. ¿Quién iba a imaginar? Necesitaba otras caricias. Last one, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Lydia says one more time, please. Oh, sorry, darling. I only saw it now. We're going to do it again, but we're going to do it now with the whole steps, okay? The whole situation. Now, what I'm going to do for you as well, guys, so listen up. I'm going to make a YouTube video that is about 10 minutes long with the steps that we did now. Okay, I will literally do an introduction, but with no like a lot of explanation. Keep it shorter, and I'm just gonna put those steps in a 10 minutes video for you with the same song. So what you will have is that little video with the song, so you can actually practice those steps, and you're not gonna need to keep coming back on this video because it's a long one, and I know sometimes it's annoying to go through it. So I'm gonna make that for December. That video will be available. I'll make sure to, film it properly, and you will have it those 10 little minutes, so you can actually keep going back to it and repeating it to the same song, so you get used to it, and then you can keep trying to different music and try to experiment with it as well, okay? But now we have to put it all together. But before we do, I very quickly want to show, I think it was Yelena. Was it you, Yelena, that wanted Susie Q? I think that was you, Yelena. So Susie Q, guys, we're not going to do it. I just want to show Yelena because she asked. So Susie Q, again, if you start with your basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, you have to, when you're stepping on 1, look to the right, and you start with your left. Susie Q. Cross, Susie Q, right? So it's the same, exactly the same as on one, but you're changing direction on one now, right? So you're going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, forward into the basic, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. So it's exactly the same as I say as on one, but what happens rhythmically is different, so it just feels a little bit different. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1 into the basic. So that's the Suzuki Yelena. Now, guys, the whole thing is now or never, okay? So we have the basic, the side step, the back step, the right hand going backwards with the shift of the weight into the On2, and then we have our side combination with a completely change of rhythms coming back into the On2. I wish you luck. Let's do it. We're going to choose a different song now to finish it off. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. 2, 3. 6, 7. 2, 3. 6, 7. 2, 3.
Los buenos suficientes. Conmigo para siempre. No me alcanzó el cariño para verte contenta. Te amaba como loco y no te diste cuenta. Me resultaron falsas toditas sus palabras. Tus manos de mentira cuando me acariciaban. Decirme un lugar para que se quedaras. Que no puede ser todo cuando no vales nada. Me extrañar, solo que tienes que vas a buscarme y vas a llorar porque tu amiga más supiste perdonarme. Te vas a acordar de todas nuestras travesuras, pero será muy tarde. Y vas a llorar porque un amor como este no fácil se olvida. Y nadie sabrá de todas las cosas que para ti me hacía. Pero me entregar mi corazón a quien no lo merecía. 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7. Keep it going. Side. Me vas a extrañar, yo tan solo que quieres que vas a buscarme y vas a llorar porque tu amiga más supiste perdonarme. Te vas a acordar de todas nuestras travesuras, pero será muy tarde. Y vas a llorar por un amor como este, no te olvida. Y nadie sabrá de todas las cosas que por ti me hacía. Pero fue un error entregar mi corazón a quien no lo merecía. ¿Qué es lo que vamos a hacer?
Yes, we're going to do our combo again, okay? Let's go, combo.
Te vas a extrañar, todo lo que quieres que vas a buscarme.
One more time, combo.
Porque tu amiga más supiste valorarme. No vas a acordar de todas nuestras travesuras, pero será muy tarde. Te vas a extrañar, todo lo que quieres que vas a buscarme. Y vas a llorar porque tu amiga más supiste valorarme. Yo sé que nadie te hará lo que yo te hacía, porque en esas cositas del amor yo tengo de maestría.
Stepping back, back, back. Side step.
Entregar mi corazón
Combo, combo.
a quien no lo merecía.
Guys, well done. Well done, well done, well done. How are you feeling? Victoria's going poof. Now, guys, this class is an introduction to On2, right? What does that mean? That means we did the steps that we already know in On1, and we're just trying to get used to the rhythm. Can you get used to the rhythm in one class if you're dancing on one all your life? Not necessarily. So you have to be patient, yes? What I really, really wanted to show you, first of all, is the technique to actually start dancing on two. Number two, I really wanted for you to understand that leaders are the opposite on two, and when they're leading, they're going to go backwards. Thirdly, I really wanted you to understand that even though it's forward, 2, 3, it could be prepare, change direction, leg out. There could be many ways we go 1, 2, 3. But in order for those to feel more comfortable, we actually have to hear it. Because it's easier to know that forward, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, because when we step forward on 1. So it's still finding our 1, which is more natural. But when we're in a more compromising position and we're playing with rhythms, this is when it's really hard to cheat. And that's when you really have to hear. But it's just one of those things that takes a little bit of time. But hopefully this class was useful, guys. Did you enjoy that? Did you learn? Did you learn anything at all? I really hope you did. Now, guys, as I say, I'm going to do that video for you to make sure that you do have this On2 introduction and that you have something to go back to. But if you want to dwell a little bit more on the On2, just let me know and I can actually do the On2 part 2. We do that all the time. We did that with cha-cha-cha. We did the part 2. So if you want part 2 for On2, we can definitely do that as well. Is it wrong? I actually love your hair like that. No, why? I don't mind it. To be honest, now it went down because my hair is so heavy and it's a lot of it and it's long. Like all of the poof now went down. So this is actually borderline normal. This is borderline I could get away with 80s or 70s. So thank you, Ortendo. But I'm gonna, I'm gonna do some pictures, but I'm gonna make it bigger again. That is my challenge. Oh, Nina, thank you very much. In the future, could we have On2 class breaking it down with specific instruments? Sure, Sal. You know what I'm going to do, Sal? I actually going to invite somebody who's very good at breaking down instruments because On2 is my second dance. On1 is my first one. So I wouldn't be breaking down instruments because it wouldn't be fair on you because the way I would break it down is probably going to be not necessarily technically correct. I would be doing only from my perspective. So I'm going to actually, I have a really, really cool guy who's really good at On2 instrumental stuff. So I'm going to arrange it. But On2 instrumental stuff, I can get you the guy only after Christmas. So guys, when the lockdown is finished and I actually can invite somebody in my home, I'm going to do a YouTube session and I'm going to have another guy here explaining the instruments. That would be really cool. So I'll do that for you. Coming out of that combo, fast footwork. That's true, Lindia. That's true. Oh, thank you, guys. Well, guys, this is it. This is it. So let me quickly say my thank yous. Thank yous are in order for all of the people who are donating money. As you guys know, these classes are free and they're going to remain free for as long as necessary. We're going again into a second lockdown very, very soon. So guys, these classes will remain free. If you have no job or if you have job but you don't have a lot of money, come here. I will look after you. I have other ways to make money as well. I'm doing other courses that are a little bit more money-wise. But here, guys, we are donation-based. So if you have any money at all and you can donate, remember that money goes into making this free for as long as possible. So those who are donating, guys, remember you are actually helping out not just me, but you're helping out a lot of people who cannot afford classes. And I think we have enough stress as it is, and we need dancing. We need dancing because without dancing, we are at home, sitting and doing nothing. So I really appreciate it all. And I just saw Lydia give something as well. Thank you so much, sweetie. Appreciate it. So remember that. One week you might not have something to donate, you don't. Next week you do, you do. And overall, us supporting each other ends up being a very, very good thing. We have people here from all over the world. So remember, there's a lot of people who are even in the worse conditions than we are. I always consider myself super lucky. So you are actually helping out people around the world who even sometimes struggling to get their connection, their Wi-Fi. So you're doing a fantastic job for everybody, really. Any song, Victoria, could be danced on one or on two. It's a personal choice. Some songs are more inclined on two. Like musicians, when they make music, they sometimes, not always and not very often, but sometimes they do make it for specific dancers. So it will be more inclined on two than on one. But if you're dancing on one, it's not wrong. Salsa is salsa. That's it. It doesn't matter what beat you dance on. Salsa is salsa. It's a personal choice what beat you're going to choose. The most important thing is that the beat that you choose, you have to maintain it for it to be a partner danceable dance. Ortendro. Oh, you sweetheart. Thank you so much for your very, very generous donation. Did I speak to your spirit? I'm sorry. I feel now bad. Thank you so much, sweetie. You know that this money is not going to go to waste. It's for everybody else. Guys, happy Halloween. Now, I'm going to go make myself a drink and then maybe call somebody on Zoom. Definitely call my mother, spook her a little bit. And guys, don't be sad. It is what it is, but I am here. We're all in this together, and I'm sending you loads of love that I collect from all of these beautiful people around me. Well, not next to me, but around me. And guys, I love you. Let's keep dancing. Next week, Bachata Tango Part 2. You attack me with your messages. Next week, Saturday, 7 p.m., Bachata Tango Part 2. And we have tomorrow Lady Styling, 5:30 Bachata Lady Styling, and then we have Salsa Lady Styling. I love you. And I leave you. Happy Halloween.